Welcome everyone to our second coaching session. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. My name is Sheila and I'm from Philippines. Mommies, daddies, kumusta po kayo? I am inviting you everyone to listen and watch to our coaching session. Actually, this is our second session and we are excited to start now, and our topic for today is about how to overcome depression with mindfulness. So every day in our life, we are striving, we experience problems, struggles, and sometimes it happens that we don't know how to handle it. I believe that we need a support system like a family, a relatives, a friends that can help us. Depression nowadays is a big stigma. Even in social media, we don't know that there are people that was affected by like comment, bashing. So social media, for example, it gives a lot of impact for us somehow to give a depression to people, and it tends to sometimes people just ending their lives. So for me, depression is a very good topic. How to overcome this, how to help each other, how to help ourselves, and where it's coming from, why we are experiencing this. Because before, I believe that we don't know the word depression, but right now it's a really big word that need to give attention, because even kids, we don't know that or they are experiencing depression. So I'd like to introduce to you today our coach. He is a lifestyle coach. He is teaching us self-development, growth. He is also a neuro-linguistic trainer for 15 years. So let's welcome him, and what we're going to do now is we will provide him questions that I have collected that is related to depression, and then let's hear his thoughts. Let's welcome Coach 𝗙𝗲𝗁.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Everything is fine with me. How about
Glad
you?
to know that. Yes, all okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
So, Coach, we will start now the coaching session, and I am so happy with this topic. Coach 𝗙𝗲𝗁, I would like to know your thoughts about depression and how social media gives the negative or positive impact on it, how it brought a depression to people.
That's a great question. Thank you, Sheila, for asking that. Basically, first of all, I would like to say hi to everybody and welcome to this beautiful session. And your thoughts, your feedback would really help us to improve. So please send your questions to Sheila, any questions that you have about the topics that we are discussing, so that we are able to help you. The whole idea about this channel is going to be give you the tools and resources so that you can navigate through rough waters, any challenges that come through in your life. You don't feel that you're alone. We are there together in this journey to help you and guide you to get your life to help you to enjoy your life the best possible. So don't think that you're alone. We are there on this journey now, and we'll help you and guide you to reach your destination and achieve your goals. So that's all I just want to share with you. But going on to the topic of depression, actually depression is certainly becoming a big it is a stigma, because not many people want to talk about it, and that's the reason it is like a hidden virus, which kind of eats your energy. It depletes your energy, and so this is something that we really need to take care of it. As Sheila was saying, even the children, if a child also you ask, maybe 7th grade, 8th grade, they don't know what is depression, but they say, I'm feeling very depressed. What do you, in olden days, what Sheila was mentioning, we never used to say the word depressed. We say, I'm not feeling good. So everybody was able to understand. But now people are not able to understand what is depression actually. Depression can be you're not feeling good, you're not in the mood, or somebody has said something like social media, you are expecting some likes, and somebody has, somebody is bashing you, or somebody is saying what a negative comment. People like to comment because they are probably, I don't know number of hours, but there's a research done. They are now with the mobile devices, they're always, connected. So people like to comment. So now the question is that, are we hungry of their comments, or are we doing the social media for our family, for our own benefit, and something that we want to share? So that's a question that everybody should be asking, that why are we on social media and why do we make the reels and all? So for me, it's all about sharing. You cannot stop people from giving you negative comments. Absolutely not, because that is their perspective. It is not what they are judging you. That is their only perspective. And if you feel good to do what you like to do on social media, go ahead by all means. But the main important is to understand what is depression. And that's what we're going to discuss in this session today. And I feel that once you are aware of what depression is, in a simple way I can tell you is that depression is something that is built over a period of time. It is not something that somebody says, I'm feeling depressed. That always nowadays has become a very common thing, I'm feeling depressed. But depression is something which is built over a period of time. Now, let me tell you that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychotherapist, but with my training of neuro-linguistic programming, we have been able to identify certain patterns when people are not feeling good and they are getting into the mode of depression. And depression is something that goes on for a long period of time. Like if you don't feel good, maybe today you may not feel good, but tomorrow is okay. But if someone has a pattern of not feeling good for maybe like a week or maybe a month, well, that's one is certainly we should be looking at those signs. That's, that person is now moving towards the depression, And there is a clinical depression. That's a completely different thing, because then that person has been in depression for more than about a year and then requires medication. But today, what we are going to give you the tools is that how mindfulness can help you to overcome depression. So this was just a little bit of a gist to know that depression is not something that you're not feeling good. That's not it. But it's like building over a period of time. Is that helpful, Sheila, to answer your question?
Yes, thank you, Coach Jivish. Just want to share something about social media. If you know yourself well, I think you should not be worried about the comments. It will not affect you because you know well yourself, right? They don't know well themselves, and it's starting to doubt themselves, and it gives like a depression to them. Yeah, for me, if you know yourself well, so just go on, because once you are enjoying what you are doing, and as long as you don't hurt people.
Yeah, that's very good.
My next question: how would you know that they are already experiencing depression?
Excellent, thank you. So basically, the depression, as I said, is built over a long period of time. Now, for family members, this is something which is very important to know, or for your friends. If someone is not keeping well, or the biggest sign is that someone is disconnecting himself or herself from going out, for instance, or is not wanting to wake up in the morning, just feeling very low, and this is being built up for a long period of time. Or someone is maybe has crying for no reason. You would say, why? Okay, crying is something when you feel a bit low, that's fine. But if someone is crying for no reason, again, for a long period of time, then there is something really affecting. And the other signs would be is that maybe they don't want to dress up, maybe they just want to lie on the bed. These are all the signs. Maybe they don't want to talk to anybody. They just say, I want to live alone. I just, they are not interested in eating. Or maybe they are having a lot of junk foods, a lot of ice creams and a lot of chips and all the junk foods in the world. They're having chocolates, That's what is a sign of really, really not feeling low, but you're getting into the mode of the depression. And the other signs would be is that you are in that, very, very agitated mood. You're not feeling good, basically. So these are all signs. But my question is that as a family member, as a friend, how much today are we observing our people, those who are living with us? Are we all busy with all our social media, with the phones and with the gadgets? Or are we looking really the signs of how someone is feeling good, And I personally believe there are families who are very, and I know I want to name the actress, but a very popular actress, when she was going through depression many years back, she, in fact, her parents found out that she was going through, and depression can be, you want to, like, for instance, for ladies, for girls, ladies, the thing is, they want to, like, for instance, if they have that thought that I want to look slim, I want to look beautiful, and they are not getting to the levels of that, maybe they are overweight, for instance, and they want to get into that pair of jeans they've been wanting to get into, and they have tried every diet, is not working. That is what leads to depression, because when you face negativity, when you face constant criticism, that's what leads to depression. And as what Sheila was saying, the biggest critic is nobody else. We are the biggest critic of ourselves. So people might say something and they might forget, but we never forget. We keep repeating, and make ourselves feel bad. Make ourselves, we reduce our self-worth and self-esteem. So that's one thing that is also leading to depression. So I would say is that for the family members, so just going back to the actress, it was her mother who saw that she was not feeling good, and maybe she's in the film industry, so maybe she was not getting the break, or maybe there was a lot of negativity, and that's why she was slipping into depression. But her mother found out, they took her to a psychotherapist, and then through some medication and then through some counseling, they were able to get her out. But imagine, such a beautiful actress, and imagine if they wouldn't have noticed the patterns, it would have been a disaster, right? So it's very important, friends, that we really are aware. You don't need to be a doctor or as a psychotherapist to know depression. Depression is just these few signs which I mentioned. Just observe those signs, and if someone is not feeling good for over a period of time, that is certainly leading them to depression.
Right. And just only an add-on. It says that we are responsible to ourselves, right? There's a wordings like that, and of course, we also need to be responsible to other people, especially in our family members, because we are the person that seeing them every day. So let's go to our next question. Why it is important to address this depression, Coach Jewish?
That's a great question. So basically, if the importance of addressing it early on, it's like any disease, any medical, if you keep it prolonging for a too long period of time, it becomes very critical, So it's very important to solve it, because then there are some medications you can solve it through meditation or meditation. They say medication and meditation. So the whole idea is that depression, early stage of depressions, you can solve it with mindfulness, and mindfulness is basically about breathing, try breathing exercise. Now for a moment, let's try to do it right now, so that the audience can benefit. Just take a moment, relax yourself, and just inhale and exhale, just inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. And usually when you inhale through your nose, the nostrils, and then you exhale through the mouth. So a lot of people make this mistake. They inhale and exhale through the nose. But that's not right, because then you're basically inhaling and getting the oxygen on all parts of the body. Because just to let you know, the brain also needs oxygen. And the brain is the main function where the chemical imbalance happens, and that's why depression happens. That's the reason that medicine, what they give you for depression, that small tablet, helps you to balance your chemicals in the brain. So it's important. So not to get into the scientific part of it, but what is important is that you need to kind of start practicing meditation. That's the first important task will help you to slow down those negative thoughts and break the pattern of that negative thoughts which is leading you to that depression kind of mode, that you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, nobody loves you, and you are seeking for attention, and your not self-worth is very low. So these are all signs that is building up for depression. So what you need to do is basically try every day in the morning, practice this beautiful technique of breathing. So let me show it to you, So it's like inhale, and you can do it with me. So inhale, and then hold it for a while, and then exhale. Inhale, and then exhale. So if you just do that even for a minute, in the morning or in the evening, this will help you to overcome the depression. Basically, so breathing is, just try to have the breathing exercise in the morning, in the evening, whenever you feel comfortable, just like very simple breathing. We will give you tools and resources as we move on in these sessions, because this is a very important tool. It is not that you have to be depressed to do the breathing. One thing I want to let you know, you can do it anytime. The whole idea is that the more you practice mindfulness, the more you will have positivity, the more you will have self-worth, the more you will have self-esteem, and then you will not be moving towards depression. Thoughts will come negative, but you will be able to, get your boat across the rough seas. That's the whole idea about it. So just relax, and whenever you feel comfortable, especially in the morning when you wake up, and especially in the night when you go to sleep, this is the best time to relax your mind and the brain. A lot of people, those who are not able to sleep, is because their brain is very active, and that also leads to depression because you're not able to sleep. You have not rested well, and you feel tired and agitated, and again you don't feel like self-worth. So these are all signs that you need to take care. And I tell people, one thing is that if you do not fall, if you are having struggle with sleeping, try this technique, which is counting backwards from 99 to 1. And I guarantee you that you will fall asleep. There have been like a lot of cases of my friends telling me, oh, we tried till 20 and I was not able to sleep. I said, but what happened after 20? Did you go to 19? I don't know. That means you fell asleep. You see? So, and someone said, I tried twice. I went 99 to 1. I said, okay, did you try the third time? Yeah, I started and I don't know what happened. I said, that means you went to sleep. So it works. For some people, it might be 2 times, but 110% it works. And I do it with myself because sometimes I'm very stressed, or there is something negativity going on, or something, keeps happening in our life. These are all unwanted guests. These was not the guest who we would like to have in our life, but they come, they just come unannounced. But if we have the tools and resources to navigate that situation, we can do it beautifully. So try this. One important factor, that's breathing. So just simple example is, inhale and exhale. So inhale and then exhale. Always inhale through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. That's the best way of releasing all the negativity and relaxing and sending oxygen to your brain and letting your brain know that I am relaxed. Because if you are always tense, it doesn't work, It's like always in the firefighting mode. Every machinery also in the outward, every animal also, no matter how much the horse runs fast, but it needs to relax. No matter how much the dog will play, but it needs to relax. So that's the whole idea. Same thing, our body. We need to give that relaxation to the body and the brain. Both are important. And that's why the sleep is so very important. So if you're going through any depression, and if you feel that nothing is working out, first try to get your sleep right. And for that, practice the 99 to 1 and the breathing. And you will see some difference. As I said, I am not a doctor. And if you are, let me also tell you that if you are going through a little bit of clinical depression medicines, please always consult your doctor. That's very important. Don't try to say, oh, this technique works and I'm going to leave my medicine. Absolutely not. I'm a big advocate that your doctor is your best friend and will advise you. If you get better, the doctor will advise you on your medication. But please, don't stop any medication and say, oh, things are working. No, that's not a great idea to overcome depression.
Okay. Thank you, Coach Jurish. The sleeping technique that you have shared, I also tried that. And yeah, it's 100% actually. It's working. Yeah, it's working for me. And about the breathing technique, that's really good because it feels you light. All the things that was in your mind, if you have problem, it's like it's releasing all the negativity. Yeah, that's correct. I also tried that and 100% effective. Yeah. So let's go to our next question. Can you give us an advice how to cope or manage depression, Coach Rivish?
Yeah. Thank you. That's again great question. So basically, I would say what I have tried. I have also gone through, as I said, in my life, times have been where it's been low mode, and depression is something that the problem today's world is that you can't share with everyone, because they will feel, oh, what you're feeling, you're like they because this depression is, as I said, is a stigma that you're not able to share with people. But today's world, people understand that things are not right, you're going through a little bit low mode, and there is no harm in speaking to your loved ones or your friends or your family members, those who can support you, those who understand you. Talk to them about what you're going through in life, the challenges, if you're not feeling good, or if your self-worth is down, your self-esteem is down. Like a coach, getting a coach or a mentor. It's very important, as Sheila was mentioning initially, to have a support system. We all can go through that situation. So I've had times in my life where I was kind of, going through a little bit of bad time, and the only way that I was able to get through that was that I did not let depression get into my system. So I knew it was coming. I knew those negativity, once you get into the negative thoughts, it's very difficult to break them. Very difficult. Someone will say, be positive. It's so easy to say, be positive. But their person will say, you don't know what storms I am going through. Well, that's the whole idea. So if you're going through that, the first thing I would like to say is that what I have done, and that has really, really helped me to get out of those low modes in life, like low energy, not feeling good. I don't feel like, waking up in the morning. Those are all signs, right? But the best thing is that discipline helps you to overcome depression. Okay. Now, when I say discipline, the first thing, if I say discipline, what do you think in your life? Discipline means in the school, like the teachers used to say, discipline. If you are not disciplined, you will go out of the class. That's one part of the discipline. But the discipline is with yourself. Discipline means commitment to yourself. For instance, if I say to you that you will be going every day in the morning for your walk, like that's going to be very helpful for you. That's the best medication that will help you for your brain. Because when you go out for a walk or go to the gym or any activity, any motion creates your emotion. So if you do any activity, there are certain chemicals released which we call dopamine, endorphin, and that helps you to overcome depression. The reason we don't feel good is because we are in that mode of negativity, of we're surrounded with that negative energy and negative thoughts. To overcome that, to beat that, try to go for the walk, go for gym, swimming, whatever you like, but have some motion. And the other sign you must have seen, if someone is sitting like this and is going down, that's one of the biggest signs of depression. Because if somebody is always sitting like this, that means there is no energy. The person is really going down, means he's thinking negative. But if someone sits like this and is breathing, there is no way the negativity can come in. That's the way our psychology is built. That's the way our physiology creates a psychology. You see? Now these are words, maybe, it might be two, but to give you a simple motion, anything motion creates your emotion. The way you sit, that will get you into the negative thought. And this also is a sign of getting a headache. A lot of people say, oh, I've got migraine, I've got headache. But that's a sign. How are you sitting? Your posture, your physiology, that is a posture, creates your psychology. And if you sit and breathe and just say, I am worthy, I am great, I am amazing, you see how will you start feeling. It may not happen immediately. It takes time, by the way, to turn those, the patterns in your, the negative thought patterns in your brain. It takes time. But nothing is impossible, my friends. It is possible. But just try to have discipline. going for your walk every day, not even a single day you should miss. Even if 5 minutes, go for that, and you will see how it will make a difference in a long period of time.
Thank you, Coach Jurish. I want to share my personal story about how this depression affect me. It's about my financial state. It was last December 2024. This client of mine, he got seriously sick, and because of that, that's the reason why he can't able to pay me. I'm just sending also him a message, how are you? But because he was seriously sick, the reason maybe that he cannot able to respond to me. That was happened, then I don't have like enough money, so my financial state was being affected. But the thing is, I really understand his situation, and actually he just paid me just yesterday. So it's been like 3 months before he paid me. But I only made one follow-up on him because that was only last week. So for me, I was being compromised with that because I know that I have money that coming on my way. So that was happened to me, why it gives depression, because all the things that I need to pay, it was being like hold. But I am happy because even if we are only like just started like December, but yeah, I just trust him for that he will still pay me. I really know that he will pay me, because when he was in a good state, he is not sick, and we're just starting his business. He financially stable. He was very like giving extra money, bonus. So he was so generous. So I thought to myself, I just wait. He's not a client, but he's already a family. He's a very good person. That I believe that he's a very good person. So yeah, I just wait for him to be okay. Oh, it gives me depression, but that is only an example. So what I'm trying to say is, things is out of our control. Those problems or challenges, we don't know when it will be coming. So it affects our lives. Also, my family was affected on that. Happy because my partner, he is also ready for me to support, like of course financially. So we cope up on that thing, though there's something like financially struggle, but we are happy that we overcome on it. So that's only one of the reasons why we have this depression in ourself.
Thanks for sharing, Sheila. Thanks for sharing that personal experience. That is true, very true. And finance is the biggest relationship. Finance is these are two biggest triggers, I would say, for depression. And as I said, depression cannot be seen unless and until you know the patterns, you know the signs. It is a very hidden, and it is a stigma, because if you say I'm depressed, people will say, he's crazy, or he is not keeping well, his mental imbalance. That's how people think that they have some problem with the brain. But that's not the case. We need to help people, and today's world is like, you are not sick. Depression also, people feel you are a sick person. You're mental, but that's not the case. We all go through certain challenges in life, but it's very important for you to share it with somebody, because by sharing means caring. 50% of your problem will go away, and I guarantee you that. And writing also, if you don't have anybody to share, you write it down, because some people feel sharing means it can be confidential and people will think in a different way, and maybe it will be broadcasted to the whole world. There is a possibility, because people have had that experience. And if you feel that is the case in your life, then start writing. So anything that will help you to communicate, because communication is very important. Yeah, so we will have more of this mindfulness practice, and always remember that God is always with you. You're not alone. If you don't have anybody in life, but God is always, and that's the reason prayers are very important. And today's world, I feel people not praying enough, because when you pray, God gives you the tools and resources. You know what God does is that He will send someone to you to rescue you out of your depression. He will send you maybe people, or maybe some books, or maybe something, and you will get out of that. So praying is very important. So we will do more of these. I will share more of these tools in our coming sessions, but I hope you wish you a wonderful life ahead.
Coach Jirish, I just want to add on. I believe that even the strongest person, when depression hits you, you really need to ask help to people that you feel safe, and the people that can really help you, right? And as well, don't be shy to seek like professional, like doctors that can help you if you can't really manage it. So there's a lot of tools now, or people that can support and help us. So always remember that you are not alone, and depression is not the end of your story. With the right tools, support, and mindset, healing is possible. And I would like to end this coaching session. Thank you so much, Coach Jirish, for all the things and the words that you have shared, from how to cope up, how to overcome, the breathing technique, everything, the walking technique as well. Great tools that can help people how to manage it, like the depression, by themselves. So everyone, I would like to invite you again to please subscribe Coach Jirish YouTube channel. He has also his Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can watch in his video the full episodes on different topics like sleeping problem, how to manage your financial. Everything was there. So yeah, you just scroll it, watch it, and you will learn a lot of techniques that he was shared on there. Maraming salamat po, and we have this upcoming third coaching session, and we'll just post it in his social media what would be the next, but for sure that would be also exciting topic that we will going to provide you. Thank you so much.